Hey Capricorn, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from November 7th through the 9th, 2025. This is for Capricorn. Last shuffle is coming out for Capricorn. Woo! Looks like an eventful weekend almost. There's a victim mentality here that and transformation. Spirit is trying to get you to see that you are not a victim in something. If there's a cycle of change you're going through, and you usually they're giving me that some of you may usually feel that you are being victimized through these cycles of change. Like it's not fair. Like maybe you got everything already ordered and set up and organized, and now they're changing the pattern, and now you got to redo it again. And you may feel like, why me? And Spirit's telling me that you're meant to work with it and believe in yourself through it, not let it have you stuck. Eight of Swords is like, I'm stuck. I feel trapped. And also that I'm an analysis paralysis. I'm sitting there and staring off into space. Like Forrest Gump and at the bus stop, like, okay, not, it wasn't a negative thing, but you're just sitting there. It's like you find that you're sabotaging the situation by not believing in yourself, not seeing that it's not meant for you to always have everything organized and done in a certain way, that everything has to be balanced. And if everything went your way, you would never grow. No matter how much you plan, um, you would never grow, because if we did only what we want, right? I know how this sounds. Spirit, we're meant to expand, right? We're meant to expand. We're meant to get bigger. And in order for that to be, you'd have to be something that you've never been. You'd have to do things you've never done in order to grow and be bigger, right? Because in order to be bigger, that means you're bigger than you were. When you grow up, you're wearing shoe sizes you never wore before. When you're a little child, you grow up and you're wearing new size. I've never worn this. I'm going through bodily changes. My voice is never that deep, or, my body was never this voluptuous. Like you're growing, and so you're going to be something that you've never experienced before. So you can't have it your way, because you will never grow. And that's what they're trying to throw out here. The victim, the transformation is a change. Things are changing. We're going further, right? You started here. You're leaving something behind. You went through a portal. You're in the middle of the change. And so that would mean that I've never been over here. I don't even know what to expect. Therefore, there's a fear, negativity, Eight of Swords thought process of like, oh my gosh, now there might be dragons over there, I don't even know. And the Moon is like, I don't even know, right? But there might be all this stuff I don't even know. And they're like, you got to believe in yourself. The Magician is about belief. You can't do any magic unless you believe, right? That's one of the key ingredients is belief in self. Three of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and the High Priestess. So there's something about you operating out of a place of sadness, maybe like, I don't even know what I can contribute to this situation. I don't even know what to do. Spirit's like, you got to believe that you're intelligent enough. You don't need anything or anyone to come in and show you the ropes or fix you in any situation. You're like what's the Japanese art, kintsugi, I believe it's called, where if a piece of pottery breaks or ceramics break, they use gold to put it back together, and it makes it even more beautiful. So like our flaws are beauty, and they're trying to show you that you don't need anything to fix you. You're beautiful just the way you are, flaws and all. And that's what Spirit wants. They're wanting you to think about how you compute change, right? It's time for you to get yourself balanced. By balancing yourself, this is about having the facts of who you are centered within you. I'm so smart, I'm so intelligent, I'm so capable, that it doesn't matter what comes my way. I'm blessed and highly favored. I can get through anything. Obviously, I never go through anything I can't handle, right? You've got to let Spirit be your guide. They're telling me that divine timing is at play in your space. Divine timing means that everything happens exactly as it should, and you'll see it if you're open. If you're not thinking negatively, you'll see it. You'll be like, "Oh my gosh, that's why I was in traffic. Look at this. If I was able to speed like I wanted to and get where I wanted to go when I wanted to, that could have been me in that accident, right? If I would have got what I wanted at this restaurant, that would have been me in the hospital with whatever outbreak there is. If I was able to do what I wanted to do. So if you have any kind of rejection or anything, that's divine protection. Okay, trust that. um, they're wanting you and your person, if you're in a romantic connection, okay, they want you to plan a trip with this person, because it feels like you two are maybe physically apart a lot over the weekend. And it could be that you guys are in the same home, but one of you is working in the basement, the other one's working upstairs. It could be that you guys are separate in some way physically, maybe traveling. And so spirit is asking of you to plan something out of the ordinary so that you can regroup with this person, to disconnect from the world and just be the two of you. I feel that this is something different or new. Maybe you do. Maybe you're the type of person that's like, I always do that. What are you talking about? But they're showing that even if you always do something different. Don't go to the same spot. Go to a different spot. Um, but if you're not in a romantic connection, they want you to take some time out from the internet, from anything that's connecting you to other people. They want you to do this so that you could spend some time getting yourself together. You need to wear blue. Blue activates your healing power. There's something about your words that are very, very healing. And so they want you to spend some time thinking about who you are, where you are, what you want to do, and what you want to be. Because I'm getting 0000. That angel number is about limitless potential. You could do whatever the heck you really want. Whatever it is that you are trying to achieve, it's achievable. It's still available. It's at your fingertips right now. No matter what has changed, it doesn't matter. That's why they're telling you stop thinking negatively, because it could still happen. It's changing in favor of you. The pattern is shifting in favor of you, according to this. They're wanting to expand it, though. They want it to be bigger. Whatever you could be planning in your life can only be something you've already experienced or have already seen. What's meant for you is unprecedented. It's not something you've seen. It's not something you've experienced. That's what growth and expansion looks like, right? Fear is Nine of Swords and Four of Cups. There's a fear that you won't get what you want. There's a fear, deep fear, that, and I see a lot of what is the word, assumptions and contingency plans, like, well, if I guess if it doesn't happen this way, then I'll do it this way. And there's a fear that your life will always be lackluster and substandard. With the Four of Cups, this is like, I always have what I need, except for that it's always that way. It's never perfect. There's a fear that that's what the life is going to be, or what the weekend may be like, or a situation may be like. You always feel like there's a fly in your ointment, and that's not the case. They want you to say today is a sacred gift from life. And if you say that to yourself every day, you know that everything was kind of formulated for you. Sacred gifts, sacred, is something that is, for one, just for you. Two, when it's a gift and it's sacred, it's meant to enhance your life or to make you happy. Say a gift, right? That's what it's for, enhancing your life. We don't give gifts that are crappy, like, oh, this putrid gift. We always give a gift that what enhances lives, enhances you in some way. It helps you, it improves something for you, or it makes you happy, which is also an enhancement. But sacred means that it was crafted with love. It was created with specifics, right? This is exactly what Capricorn would need. It needs to be shined this way. It needs to be handled with care. This is what your day is actually being, like, what it is, and it's handed to you every day. This is a sacred gift from life. You must say, because Spirit is going to guide you through everything. You want to activate your healing power because you have the power to heal yourself and all those around you. Fear is the opposite of this. Conflict is the Queen of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like the only conflict for you is that you may be lamenting over all the time you spent doing something and why now are my plans changed. The Wheel of Fortune is telling me that there's a lot of unpredictable shifts and changes, but the one thing that does not shift or change is your wishes. What it is that you were wanting or what it is that you were going for, that hasn't changed. It's still available. They're just moving things around so you can get there faster or get there with more. or to have more. If there's a delay at any point, it's a delay to get you more. It's a delay to enhance your gift or enhance what's for you. It's a way for you to have what you're truly asking for. You may not realize that when you say abundance, spirit's like, oh snap, let's get the trucks. And you're over here going, I mean, it's not that hard. Just where's the suit? Where's the duffel bag? I mean, geez. They're like, no, we're getting cases of duffel bags for you. You don't realize that because that's all you have experienced. Well, all we've experienced. That's all we experience. You know what I mean? We don't realize that that's how life, like, that's why it's hard for us to accept spontaneity. But in spontaneity and growth, that means that something that you're bigger, smarter, stronger than you were before. But we all plan for what we already know to be true. We live our life based on experience. That's where our memory comes from, experience. Spirit's like, we don't deal in that. We deal in the infinite. And so you want to be more flexible, going with the flow in this, because I feel that there's going to be so many instances over the weekend of perfect timing that you're going to be astounded. Like, holy crap, Spirit really did formulate this day for me, which is such a beautiful feeling. And I hope you get to experience it. I really do. From what I'm seeing, I'm like, I hope you get to experience it. That's a beautiful feeling when you're like, oh my gosh, look at how much I'm loved. I'm wishing that for you. You could be dealing with a Gemini, a Pisces, a Sagittarius, a Cancer, or another Capricorn. You could be a Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp, or dealing with a Gemini, Cancer cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.